Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike, and thanks for joining me this week. I prepared a special series for you this week, and I've titled it this, A 20-Step Survival Guide for Atlanta Area Agents. You're going to want to take some notes. Now look, if you're in the car driving, I get it, and that's why I've recorded this call, and it's going to be hosted on a video at my group page on Facebook, The Path to 20 Million. Okay, so you can go watch it then if you're right in the middle of something. But for those of you that aren't, grab something. You're going to want to jot down some notes, because my 20-step survival guide for Atlanta area agents this week, here's my guarantee. And I can guarantee it because I've lived it myself. It's not theory. I'm not just sitting around coming up with ideas for other people to implement. I've actually implemented this myself in my business, and it allowed me to sell over 10,000 homes during the course of my career, some of the highest production levels in the country. And now I'm just passionately committed to helping other people do whatever their goals are. So here's my guarantee to you. If you were to implement these 20 steps in your career, you are going to achieve almost any goal that you set for yourself. Now, how high your goals are should be reflected in the intensity of these different 20 steps. But to whatever degree, whether your goal is to sell 10 homes this year, 100, or even 1,000, you can scale this 20-step survival guide to achieve those goals. And this all goes to one thing. I don't want anybody within the sound of my voice to wake up this morning and say, I don't know what to do. No, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to give you 20 different ideas so that you can just wear yourself out on these today. So here we go. I'm going to start with 5 tips a day, each day this week, Monday through Thursday. Okay? My first one, it's always my first one. My 20-step survival guide starts with this. We have to develop a very defined target audience. Who is going to buy and sell homes with you this year? Who is that? And don't say things to me like first-time home buyers or luxury. That doesn't mean anything. That's not defined. That's too broad and general. You need to be able to enter the people in that target audience into a database individually. See, you can't do that if I just say, well, luxury, I'm going to be a luxury specialist. Great, just enter them into a database. Well, you know, I don't know who they are individually, but they're out there. Yeah, I know they're out there. How are they going to know about you? Well, marketing. Well, what's that mean? See, we don't know how to reach them. We've just put a term on it that doesn't mean anything. Now I just walk around telling people I'm a luxury specialist, but I don't know what to do every day. A defined target audience to start with would be a group of 500 to 1,000 people that you can enter into a database. We have got to know who is our customer, or everything else is going to be a big challenge. Who is it that you want to list and sell homes, buy homes with you this year? Who is that? Number 2 on my list of 5 for today. Be an active participant. Be an active participant in at least one networking organization. Now there are dozens and dozens and dozens that I can think of. Like what? Well, Chamber of Commerce. There's dozens of chambers of commerce throughout Atlanta, and their entire goal is to bring business people, which you are, together in a forum where they can interact with each other and trade services. That's networking. Be an active participatory member of at least one networking organization. Okay? BNI groups, Chamber of Commerce, Rotary clubs is an example of civic. There's all kinds. Be an active participant in at least one networking organization. Number 3 on my list of my 20-step survival guide. Number 3 is you need to have a coach. Everybody has a coach. Tom Brady, the quarterback, I guess it used to be I was going to say of the Patriots, but he's not with the Patriots anymore. He has a coach. Everybody that's been ultra successful in their career of any time has had a coach. Your favorite singer, I guarantee you they've had a voice coach. Your favorite actor, I guarantee you they've had an acting coach. Your favorite athlete, they've had a whole bunch of coaches. You need a coach. Now look, I'm going to say two things to you. The number one requirement of your coach is they need to have been there and done that. And none of this, yeah, I used to sell houses in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. No, they need relevantly to have been there and done that. They need to have walked the road that you're walking. Make sense? Okay. Number 4 on my list for this week, every agent, you need a weekly schedule. And your weekly schedule needs to account for all waking hours. All waking hours. What time do your feet hit the floor in the morning? And what time do they come off the floor at night? And then every hour in between. And then the first thing you do with that weekly schedule is put your personal life in first. Put your personal life in first. And then your business. And you treat all activities, this is what we're talking about here, all activities as appointments. I'm glad that you're going to make at least one video a day. Now, what time today are you going to do that? You have an appointment to do that. Otherwise, we're going to fall victim to the law of good intentions. I'm going to have meant to make a video today, I just never got around to it. And then I'm going to say to you, well, what time are you going to make the video today? So an effective written weekly schedule is part of your 20-step follow-up, a survival guide. And number 5 on our list for today is a really effective team around you. Now, I mean team differently than all the goofy talk going on in Atlanta real estate today about teams, where you go out and buy a whole bunch of crappy internet buyer leads and you don't want to work them yourself, so you farm them out to other people on your team, and if they happen to luck into a sale, you'll get a slice of that, and then they'll get frustrated and quit on you, and you'll let's don't go there. That's not what I mean about team. You need a really solid lender that you can rely and trust on. You need a real estate attorney, and you need a personal attorney. Should you incorporate your business? Should you not? What type? Should you be a Chapter S, a Subchapter S, an LLC? What, you think you were just born knowing this stuff? You need good advice and guidance. What about all the different legal issues that come up during the course of running a business? You need a really strong accountant. One of the strongest people on my team, one of the ones I relied on the most and that has helped me the most throughout my career, has been my accountant. Why? Because I'm a real estate salesperson. I'm not an accountant. I rely on my accountant to guide me and help me make good decisions. A really good home inspector. I don't think a really good home inspector is the one that catches every little thing with the house. I think a really good home inspector is one that understands the house and can help my customer understand the house. These days, in today's market, a really good photographer, one that helps me maximize my marketing efforts with my listings. It's so important in today's marketplace, isn't it? Maybe the most important thing. Not only photography, but videos, virtual tours, and drones. Taking advantage of all the different tools that are available that help me market my inventory. Folks, those are my 5 of 20 survival guide tips for today. If you'll implement these 20 that I'm going to give you throughout the course of the week, I guarantee you that you will achieve every goal that you've set for yourself over the next year. The only reason why you wouldn't is that you don't implement these. So for today, a very defined target audience, being an active participant in at least one networking organization, having a coach who's been there and done that, having a written weekly schedule, and having a strong, effective team of professionals around to help and support you. Now, this is Mike asking you to go out there and make it happen for yourself today.